Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from the gym at Framingham High School in Framingham, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of today's high school varsity girls basketball contest between the hosting Flyers of Framingham High School and the visiting Brookline High Warriors. Pardon me, sorry about that. Brookline trying to bounce back after back-to-back losses over the weekend to Newton North and Cathedral. Facing a tough Framingham opponent here on the road. Framingham, of course, coming off a playoff appearance as the 11th seed last year. And this year they played close against the Newton North team that blew out Brookline last Friday and even managed to scrape out a close win against, I think, the Natick team that blew out Brookline in the season opener. So a tough matchup on paper, but we don't play these games on paper. We play them on the court, so should be a great show either way. This broadcast here is brought to you in part by Esch Dental, located right in Coolidge Corner. You can see their logo there in the bottom center of your screen. Book your next dental appointment with local dentist and BHS Sports parent Dr. Brandon Esch for the non-corporate personalized dentistry our community deserves. Call 617-566-0103 or go online to eschdental.com to find out more and book your appointment. Once again, 617-566-0103 or go online to easchdental.com. And you can find that link and phone number in the description section down below. And remember, as always, if there's anything you would like to say throughout this broadcast, I always encourage audience participation either through the YouTube live chat or you can send me an email. You can see my email in the bottom right corner of your screen. Now let's take a look at the rosters for the two teams coming in today. As you can see from the scoreboard cam in the bottom left corner of your screen, a little less than 4 minutes to go before we get this game underway. So on our left, we see the hosting Framingham High Flyers. Going in order of jersey number, the roster for the Flyers. First, a sophomore, number 3, Steffi Regan. Next, a senior, number 5, Brianna Diaz. A freshman, number 11, Talia Murga. A senior captain, number 14, Ali Regan. A senior, number 20, Zoe Rabinovitz. A junior captain, number 21, Grace Hanna. A junior, number 22, Corey Zayasane. A senior, number 24, Madeline Gorney. A junior, number 30, Zariana El Shorbagi. A sophomore, number 32, Celia Ruddock. And a sophomore, number 33, Gianna Daroca. Head coach of the Framingham High girls basketball team is Kristen Audette Fukarile. So that's the roster for Framingham. Now we move over to our right, where we take a look at the roster for the visiting Brookline High Warriors. Going in order of jersey number for the Warriors, first off, we have a senior, number 1, Olivia Zanini. Next, a sophomore, number 2, Isabel Izzy Wood. A junior, number 3, Jada Kimbrough. A junior, number 4, Ivy Wheeler. A senior, number 11, Kyrie Simmons. A freshman, number 12, Skylar Makaluski. A junior, number 13, Nefeli Aga Kitch. A junior, number 14, Jaden Williams. A senior, number 15, Amelie Hauner. A senior captain, number 21, Olivia Matarazza. A junior, number 22, Viviana McDonald. And a senior, number 23, Julia Denker. Head coach of the Brookline High girls basketball team is Kendall Jones. Well, we got a little less than a minute and a half before we get this one underway. Warriors versus Flyers here in Framingham. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, and you are watching Brookline High basketball. Montgomery to Wheeler. Wheeler fakes, runs in, layup is good. To Mackey. Mackey up top, disrupted by Kimbrough, giving chase, and she knocked it loose. Kimbrough going up, hits it. Wood ends off. Agakich tries for three and hits it. Nothing but net from Nefeli Agakich. Now Jansen running it the other way. Pass stolen. Great interception by Wood. She goes fast break for the layup. Abraham throws it up top to Cheerwar. They're still looking around. Stolen by Makaleski. Makaleski stole the ball. And time ticks away. Brookline victorious on their home floor.
Milestone that only a few in our Flyer family get to reach. It's not every day that a player hits the 1,000-point mark in a high school career. And tonight, we're here to recognize one of the best, our senior captain, Allie Regan. Allie's dedication, skill, and leadership have been a shining example
Okay, we're going to get 5 minutes of bonus warm-ups here after that pregame ceremony. Framingham, a couple of pregame honoring ceremonies. First, honoring their senior captain, Allie Regan, for reaching the 1,000 career point threshold last week. Huge milestone there, and apparently the second member of the Regan family to do so after Katie Regan. And then, of course, Allie's younger sister, Steffi Regan, a sophomore on the team, already showing a lot of promise. So, very strong basketball family, that Regan family here in Framingham. And then, of course, some extra pregame ceremonies honoring the late Devin Suau, a young boy from the Framingham community who tragically lost his life just before turning 7 after he was diagnosed with a rare form of pediatric cancer known as diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma, or DIPG for short. And so the foundation works to try and find a cure for this as of yet incurable disease. So a lot of special stuff going on here tonight in Framingham in what promises to be a great game between these two Bay State Conference opponents. You know, he read out the rosters earlier, but one thing to note is that these two teams did face off twice last year. Ironically, they kind of bookended the season. They faced off in the regular season opener and in the regular season finale. Those of you who follow my streams, you know we were there for both of those games. Framingham defeated Brookline in Brookline on the December 12 season opener. And then Framingham beat Brookline again here in Framingham in the regular season finale on February 16, 58-33. So both times Brookline had their share of struggles offensively, but the second game a little closer at times, even if it got away from them in the second half. But one thing that was pretty consistent is that the Regan sisters were leading the way on offense alongside now graduated player Caroline Galvani. Galvani scored 15 points in the first game against Brookline and 18 to lead the team in the second contest. But she was a senior last year, so she's now moved on. But the Regan sisters' older sister Allie scored 15 in the first game, 12 in the second. Younger sister Steffi scored 16 in the first game, 9 in the second. And now junior captain Grace Hanna scored 9 in the first and 7 in the second. So while some of the more dangerous scorers have graduated for Framingham, they've still got some dangerous offensive threats on their roster this year and promise to be a tough opponent for Brookline. For Brookline, their best scorer still on the team this year in terms of results against Framingham, Nefeli Agakich, who had 5 points the first time against Framingham and 13 points to lead the team in their second outing against the Flyers. Among other returning players, Olivia Matarazza, the only other current Brookline player who scored in both games against Framingham last year, had 5 in the first game, 2 in the second. A lot of other players went scoreless in either the first or second game amongst those who are returning. And now the PA announcer taking over for starting lineups.
Between the visiting Brookline Warriors and your Framingham Flyers. Starting lineups. First, for the visiting Warriors. Number 12, Skylar Michaelowski. Number 2, Isabel Wood.
All right, those are our starting lineups and national anthem, and we're about to have our opening tip-off. Brookline bringing their typical starting lineups: Skylar Makaluski, Izzy Wood, Jada Kimbrough, Nefeli Agakich, and Olivia Matarazza. For Framingham, both Regan sisters, Steffi and Allie, Brianna Diaz, Corey Ziason, and Madeline Gorney make up the Flyers' starting lineup. So here we go, a fresh 8 minutes on the clock for the first of 4 quarters here in Framingham. Opening tip-off is going to be Olivia Matarazza against Steffi Regan. Warriors versus Flyers, here we go. The opening tip controlled by the Flyers. Quick passing layup just barely missed by Madeline Gorney. Jada Kimbrough brings it up for Brookline. Swings it over to Izzy Wood. Wood looking, throws up top to Nefeli Agakich. Back to Wood on the wing. Back up top to Kimbrough. Over to Agakich. Agakich surveying. Up top to Wood. Back to Agakich, looking for a hole in the zone defense. Slings one across, deflected, but does get to Wood, and Wood's going to try for 3. No good. Rebound, fought for, and Makaluski couldn't recover it as it rolls out of bounds. Framingham ball. So both teams get open looks on their opening possession. Both fail to score as Brianna Diaz gets blitzed. Throws a pass right to Nefeli Agakich. Agakich running in. Layup. No good. Charge foul. Brianna Diaz did not react well to the blitzing defense of Izzy Wood and Jada Kimbrough, but she reacted very well on defense to Nefeli Agakich's attempted fast break lay-in as she takes the charge there. First personal for Agakich, first team foul for Brookline as that pass sails over the outstretched hands of Corey Ziason. No score in the first minute of this game as Kimbrough walks it up for Brookline. Swings it over to Wood, who's wide open on the wing. Dribbling around, slings it, and it's too far for Kimbrough, who tries to save it, but it goes right to Allie Regan. Regan running in, looking, passes to Ziason, runs in, kicks out Regan, mid-range, no good. Rebound Ziason, put back, no good. Rebound tipped to Regan. Kicks out to Diaz. Diaz from the top swings it over to Ziason. Back to up top to Diaz. Now over to Steffi Regan on the wing. Slings one across, tipped by Matarazza and intercepted by Agakich, who dribbles it off her own foot, and they go to the ground. Agakich recovers and passes away to Matarazza. They got to get across half court, and they do. Wood driving in with it, goes up, no good. Rebound tipped and recovered by Steffi Regan, running the other way. Regan goes up, no good. Put back is also no good. Rebound chased down by Makaluski. 2 minutes in, and we're still scoreless here in Framingham. Makaluski over to Agakich. Up top to Wood. Now over to Kimbrough. Kimbrough tries for 3. No good. Rebound by Ziason. Allie Regan bringing it up for the Flyers. Gives to Ziason. Now to the corner. Running in is Steffi Regan. Pass to Allie Regan, who hits the shot. It's Regan to Regan for the first bucket of the night. Kimbrough bringing it up. Throws over to Agakich. Agakich picks up her dribble. Pass to Wood. Over to Kimbrough. A little bit of confusion, but the pass does get to Agakich. To Wood on the wing. Up top to Kimbrough. Swings it over to Agakich. Agakich tries a deep 3 and swish! Nefeli Agakich, nothing but net on the deep 3 for the first bucket of the day for Brookline. Diaz gets trapped and travels. Kimbrough and Wood have really developed that blitzing defense that they bring right at the half-court line, and it can really frazzle opposing ball handlers, as we've seen a couple times already today. by Brianna Diaz. That pass barely gets to Aga Kitch despite the deflection from Allie Regan. Long pass goes across to Kimbrough. Up top to Wood. Pass deflected again, but gets to Aga Kitch. Now up top to Wood. Wood looking, goes inside. Matarazza looking around, goes inside. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebound collected by Steffi Regan, who's running with it. Picked loose by Kimbrough, but picked up by Ziason. Throws up to Allie Regan. Kicks it back out to Diaz. Diaz throws to the corner. Allie Regan for three. Hits it. Allie Regan, who reached 1,000 career points against Wellesley last game, now has all 5 points for the Flyers here in the first. Wood throws along the baseline to Kimbrough. Kimbrough out of the corner to Wood. Quickly across to Aga Kitch. Aga Kitch miscommunicates with Wood, and that one is going to bounce out of bounds. First substitutions for both sides. For Brookline, number 1, Olivia Zanini into the game, replacing Izzy Wood. For Framingham, number 20, Zoe Rabinovitz into the lineup, replacing Corey Ziason. Allie Regan bringing it up, gives to Rabinovitz. Inside to Regan, backdoor to Steffi Regan, blocked by Matarazza. That was a nice backdoor connection between the Regan sisters there, but well covered by Matarazza. They go to Steffi Regan again, no good on the shot, well defended by Makaluski. Zanini with the rebound, running with it, gives to Kimbrough, and Kimbrough travels. That's kind of the problem there. When you catch a pass and your first thought is, ooh, I'm going to go for the shot, but then it's not there, and your mind switches too quickly to, oh, I'm going to drive, you can end up taking that extra step. Allie Regan gives out to Rabinovitz, back to Regan, and down to the baseline to Steffi Regan, who hits the layup for her first points of the night. 7-3, Framingham leads now, with the Regan sisters accounting for all points so far. Zanini looking around. Pass across to Kimbrough, steps in, long two, no good. Rebound collected by Rabinovitz. Rabinovitz bringing it up. Throws inside, Allie Regan. Out to the corner, Steffi Regan tries for three, no good. Rebound tipped and collected by Gorney. Pass gets to Allie Regan, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound tipped, goes back to Allie Regan again. Goes up and hits the layup. And a timeout is called by Brookline, as it's now a 7-0 run for Framingham. Brookline's only points so far coming from this deep three-pointer by Nefeli Aga Kitch, as Brookline hasn't been able to get too many strong looks so far, being highly restricted to the perimeter in terms of their shot selection. No openings being left on the inside for Matarazza. And in the meantime, Framingham is working it well. Allie Regan is operating as a really strong fulcrum at the top of the key, because that's really you ask any coach across the world that knows anything about basketball, and they'll tell you the key to breaking the 2-3 zone is having someone spotted up at the top of the key, right in the soft part of that zone, right in the middle, who can catch that pass and quickly make a decision before they get swarmed from all directions. And Allie Regan has proven able to do that, able to quickly throw up a mid-range jumper or a backdoor pass or a kick out to the corner, and it really facilitates the Framingham offense and allows them to move unperturbed by Brookline's zone D. Out of the timeout, Kimbrough walking it up. Gives it over to Aga Kitch. Aga Kitch throws one across to Kimbrough, now to the corner to number 4, Ivy Wheeler, who's checked into the game, replacing Skylar Makaluski. Kimbrough from the top, swings it over to Zanini. Zanini running in, extra pass along the baseline to Matarazza. Matarazza kicks out to Zanini, throws it across to Wheeler. Wheeler looking inside to Matarazza, backing down, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound collected by Rabinovitz. Rabinovitz throws it up to Gorney in transition, and Gorney walks. Inbound given to Kimbrough, covered tight by Allie Regan. Regan deflects that pass out of bounds. Offense and defense, Allie Regan, the total package for Framingham. As you can see how her length and her reflexes make her such a dangerous defender along the perimeter. Just as Brookline's trying to pass and set up openings, their passes have to be higher and slower to account for the reach of Regan. Zanini's pass goes off a foot, and it's picked up by Allie Regan. No kickball call as Regan gives. Back to Regan it goes. Now to Gorney, knocked away and stolen by Wheeler. Wheeler bringing it up. Gives to Agakich, another deep three attempt, no good. Just short that time as it goes off the rim. Gorney with the rebound and gives to Steffi Regan, who gives it over to Allie. Now to Rabinovitz, long two, no good. Rebound, Zanini. Zanini running in transition, kicks out. Kimbrough tries for three, no good. Rebound, Zanini, pass out. Wheeler tries for three, no good. Kimbrough lost her footing trying to get that rebound, and instead it's snagged by Allie Regan. Throws a pass across to Diaz. Diaz fakes, runs in, kicks out. Steffi Regan from the top, no good on the three ball. Rebound by Kimbrough. Less than a minute to go here in the first. 9-3, the Framingham lead. Kimbrough throws it to Zanini in the corner. Zanini goes up top to Agakich. Back to Zanini. Inside Matarazza, blocked from behind by Allie Regan. Ball recovered by Steffi Regan, and Matarazza forces the jump ball. Matarazza lucky as the jump ball came almost simultaneously with some hard contact. It was just a matter of whether the jump ball came before or after the foul. And they say the jump ball was first. Possession arrow to Brookline as they get a lucky break. But again, you can see the strength of the defensive capabilities of Allie Regan. Long inbound goes to Kimbrough. Kimbrough looking around, throws to the corner to Zanini. Corner three is good. Olivia Zanini stops the scoring run for Framingham, and an interception by Matarazza, but she travels in the process. Looking at the replay of the nice three ball by Olivia Zanini. Wait, they gave her a two. Oh, no, wait, they corrected. There's the three. 9-6 the score, 20.2 seconds left here in the first. Rabinovitz with the ball, steps in, drives through, and hits the open lay-in. Brookline's defense more worried about Allie Regan and left Rabinovitz open. Kimbrough running around with seconds ticking away, goes inside. Matarazza turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound by Steffi Regan, and that will end the first quarter. Our score at the end of one, the Framingham Flyers 11, the Brookline Warriors 6. As we head into this break between the first and second quarters, I remind you this broadcast is brought to you in part by Esch Dental. You can see their nice logo there in the bottom center of your screen. Does anxiety keep you from seeking the dental care you need? You are not alone. Esch Dental gets it. They get you. Esch Dental in Coolidge Corner offers many options for management of dental anxiety. Go online to eschdental.com or call 617-566-0103 to book your consultation. Once again, that is eschdental.com or call 617-566-0103. And you can see that information down in the description down below, as well as a link to the official Venmo account of the Triple Threat Booster Club, the official booster club of Brookline High girls basketball. Well, after one quarter, Brookline trailing by 5, and there's no question who is the main issue they have to try and solve, and that is Allie Regan, the Framingham senior captain and recent 1,000-point scorer, has been the biggest threat both offensively and defensively for the Flyers. Although don't sleep on the impact of Steffi Regan's play in the post, particularly on defense, in limiting the impact of Olivia Matarazza. We start the second quarter. Allie Regan sprints it up, pass, misses, and goes into the backcourt. That'll be a backcourt violation to start the second quarter. Aga Kitch inbounds to Zanini. Zanini dribbling around, covered by Regan. Throws to the corner to Kimbrough. Kimbrough to Zanini, inside Matarazza, looking, and finds an opening, goes inside, hits the layup, and draws the foul. Good vision and patience by Olivia Matarazza for her first points of the night. And you can see I was talking about what Allie Regan is able to do as that fulcrum at the top of the key. Brookline really looks to Olivia Matarazza to do something similar as she's off on the end. One rebound by Madeline Gorney. But you could see the patience there. She wasn't worried about getting double teamed from both sides in that situation and bided enough time to get that opening as Gorney travels there, and Brookline will get the ball back. The Warriors trailing by 3 after that nice lay-in by Matarazza. Last possession. Kimbrough. Bounce pass into traffic, knocked away, picked up by Rabinovitz. Rabinovitz running with it, pass up. Ziason couldn't get the shot up. Putback is blocked by Matarazza, gives to Aga Kitch. Aga Kitch running on the fast break, going up, blocked by Steffi Regan from behind, but she stepped out of bounds in the process, and it'll be Brookline ball. Second time tonight we've seen a block from behind by one of the Regan sisters as they have been hustling on defense for the Flyers. Kimbrough chucks up the inbound to Zanini. Zanini runs in, pass out, intercepted. Ziason running on the fast break and is fouled by Aga Kitch. You can definitely understand Aga Kitch trying to hustle back for the block, but given that Ziason actually kind of juggled that ball at the last second, might have been better if she didn't go for the block attempt at all. Instead, that'll be Aga Kitch's. I think that's actually her second personal because she was called for a charge in the first quarter, but it'll be the first team foul of the second quarter as Ziason is off on the first free throw. There's not been a lot of fouls so far today. Both defenses getting their stops pretty cleanly. As Ziason misses both free throws, Matarazza using that length to get that rebound. Wheeler running in transition, gives to Zanini. Zanini dribbling, looking, and travels. And again, you could see Allie Regan clogging up the passing lanes, which kind of forced that travel there. Rabinovitz walks it up. Tries for three. Might have been slightly blocked by Aga Kitch. Rebound chased down by Kimbrough. Fast break, 2-on-1. Kimbrough going to do it herself. Draws the foul. The Flyers doing a good job getting back on defense on the fast breaks, but that time Rabinovitz couldn't block it cleanly as Kimbrough will go to the line for 2. First personal for Rabinovitz, second team foul for Framingham. Kimbrough hits the first of 2. Hits them both. 2 points tonight for Jada Kimbrough, and to illustrate just how tough an opponent Framingham was for Brookline last season as they almost give that one away. Those 2 points for Kimbrough is already more than she scored in both games combined against the Flyers last year as Framingham gives that one away, stolen away by Matarazza. Wheeler chucks one up, caught just barely by Kimbrough, throws it out to Wheeler, up top to Zanini. Zanini weaving through, kicks out to Aga Kitch. Aga Kitch from the wing, surveying. Goes inside to Matarazza, knocked loose by Steffi Regan, picked up by Allie Regan. 11-10 the score. Allie Regan throws it up. Quick passing to the corner to Steffi Regan. Steps in, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound, Rabinovitz lost it out of bounds, was disrupted from behind by Wheeler, and it'll be Brookline ball. Brookline has held Framingham scoreless through the first 2 minutes and 10 seconds of this second quarter, and Framingham is now going to call timeout to try and adjust, as Brookline's defense has been covering things very well this quarter, not even really allowing any decent looks. I mean, there were times in the first quarter where you felt like, you know, Framingham was getting some less than ideal but okay-ish looks at the hoop, and they just weren't falling. Here in the second quarter, they're not getting anything of the kind. Really no decent looks at all through the first couple minutes of the second quarter. Brookline, meanwhile, just a couple of baskets, but they've been some big points. Just one made shot from the field for either side so far in the second quarter, and it's this layup by Olivia Matarazza. The only other points coming from 2 free throws from Jada Kimbrough. So we'll see how the teams adjust, particularly how Framingham adjusts, given that they called the timeout. Brookline adjusted pretty well after they called their timeout. They were trailing 9-3 when they called their timeout midway through the first. And since then, they've outscored the Flyers 7-2. We'll see how Framingham adjusts. They're bringing a press defense, but Brookline breaks it, gets it to Makaluski, running baseline, kicks it out to Matarazza, who hits it for 2. Nice find by Skylar Makaluski, and nice finish on the short-range shot from Matarazza. Brookline with their first lead of the night, 12-11. Diaz up top gives to Rabinovitz. Rabinovitz from the wing throws up top to Diaz, back to Rabinovitz, tries for 3 from the wing, no good, chased down by Steffi Regan. Regan throws to a cutting alley. Regan goes for the shot, no good, rebound by Makaluski. Makaluski brings it across half court, gives to Zanini. Zanini for 3, no good. Rebound could not be reached by Makaluski, picked up by Ali Regan, running in transition, turning around, passing out. Steffi Regan, step back 3, no good. Rebound, Aga Kitch. Aga Kitch gonna bring this one up slow. Pass up to Kimbrough. Kimbrough drives, pass, Makaluski gives out to Matarazza. Mid-range jumper was slightly blocked, recovered by Kimbrough. Layup was blocked, but not cleanly. Rabinovitz called for the foul. As we take a look again at the great press break for Brookline, facing down press defenses from their opponents has been such a struggle for Brookline, and yet they broke that press beautifully, and a great pass from the baseline from Makaluski to Matarazza inside the key for the short-range bucket as Kimbrough hits the first of 2 free throws. Izzy Wood checks back in, replacing Zanini. And 2 for 2 at the line. Jada Kimbrough with 4 points now tonight as she now checks out for Ivy Wheeler. Diaz bringing it up. Throws over to Ali Regan off a screen. And they called an illegal screen against number 11, Talia Murga, who just checked in for Framingham. And it's interesting to see the defensive adjustment that Brookline has made. They're still playing, for the most part, a zone D with 4 of their 5 defenders as Regan steals the inbound. Pass intercepted, blocked by Makaluski and picked up by Aga Kitch, who throws it across half court to Wood. Into the corner, Wheeler fakes, runs in, goes for the floater, no good. Rebound tipped. Wheeler couldn't save it, Framingham ball. Well, I got a little interrupted by some instant action there, but the point I was making, if you watch Brookline's defense, they're placing one isolated defender to play one-on-one man defense against Ali Regan, while everyone else basically plays zone as they're trapping Diaz here, and her pass is intercepted by Makaluski. Makaluski running the floor, going inside, and hits it! Skylar Makaluski saying, I'll do it myself, as she scores her first points of the night. Steffi Regan kicks to Murga in the corner. Murga steps back, tries for three, might have been slightly blocked by Matarazza, recovered by Makaluski. Makaluski in transition, chucks up to the corner to Wheeler. Wheeler fakes, runs in, floater is short. Rebound chased down by Steffi Regan. Brookline leading by 5 here, 16-11. Steffi Regan runs in and travels. This has been such an amazing defensive adjustment from Brookline. Again, it's been about a full quarter's length since Brookline adjusted their defense after that timeout called by Coach Kendall Jones. And since then, Framingham's only scored 2 points. Wheeler looking around, throws to the corner, completes to Makaluski, running baseline. Jumper is long. Rebound Wood, kicks out Agakic for 3, shoots it long. Rebound recovered by Makaluski. Tries a pass, intercepted by Diaz. Diaz bringing it up the other way. Gives to Murga, back out to Diaz. Diaz looking around to Murga on the wing. Murga gives to the corner to number 32, Celia Ruddock, who's checked in. Now back out to Diaz, back to Ruddock, back to Diaz. Diaz running inside, shot no good, but a foul is called on Matarazza. As Diaz gets ready to shoot 2 here, we take a look back. What great ball handling by Skylar Makaluski, weaving around defenders for that transition bucket. As Diaz hits the first of 2 for her first point of the night. As she breaks a pretty big scoring run for Brookline. They had scored 10 points unanswered. In and out on the second. Rebound by Wheeler. Wheeler throws it up to Wood. Wood running in, stops, gives out to Wheeler. Now over to Matarazza, miscommunication, that goes into the backcourt. I think it was touched by Diaz, but last touched by Wood as it went out of bounds. Corey Ziason checks back into the game for Framingham, replacing Talia Murga. Diaz throws up top to Ziason, driving in, shot is good. Corey Ziason with her first points. Pass inside Wheeler, layup is good. Nice find by Izzy Wood on the assist as Ivy Wheeler gets her first points of the night. Ziason throws inside, Ruddock, turnaround shot, no good, rebound. Matarazza gives to Agakic. Agakic fakes the handoff, dribbles with it, throws it over to Makaluski. Makaluski from the wing throws, tipped by Ali Regan, out of bounds, last touched by Wood. 18-14, Brookline leads as a couple subs check back in for the Flyers. Zoe Rabinovitz and Madeline Gorney back in the game. Inbound goes to Ziason. Ziason throws to Rabinovitz. Long 2, no good. Rebound by Matarazza. Gives it to Wheeler. Wheeler runs across half court, throws it up to Agakic. Agakic from the wing, dribbling, throws out to the corner. Makaluski for 3, no good. Rebound Matarazza, put back, no good. Rebound Matarazza, put back, no good. Rebound now picked up by Ziason. Matarazza just couldn't quite fit that ball in the hoop, as they're going to call that foul on Ivy Wheeler, her first personal third team foul. Rabinovitz bringing it up. Throws to Ali Regan. Pass does get to Steffi Regan. Hands off Ali Regan. Tries for 3. No good. Rebound Rabinovitz. Put back no good. Rebound by Agakic. Agakic dribbling. Hands off to Wood, and pass came in a little high, and Wood took a couple steps before she could get her first dribble down and is called for the travel. 39.7 seconds left in the half. Brookline leads Framingham 18-14. Rabinovitz throws, intercepted by Makaluski. Makaluski racing the other way, knocked loose, out of bounds, Brookline ball. A little bit of confusion about who's getting the inbound, but Agakic, a bit hard to see behind the curtain, but she is inbounding it. Chucks it up to Wheeler. Wheeler gives to Wood. Wood tripped up by Zeising. That'll be a foul called on her, and that's going to be the double bonus for Brookline, and Wood's going to go to the line for 2. Wood in and out on the first free throw. Misses them both. Rebound by Gorney. Allie Regan bringing it up, looking for a screen. And they're going to call a foul against Wheeler, trying to get around the screen. Brookline can't believe the call there, and they definitely don't want Ivy Wheeler to start getting into foul trouble. She's the one they've assigned to man up Allie Regan since adjusting their defense. Regan throws a pass to Gorney. Gorney looking around, throws out Rabinovitz, tries an open 3, off the mark, rebound Agakic, and that will end the half. Our score at halftime: the Brookline Warriors 18, the Framingham Flyers 14. And what a turnaround for the Warriors. Again, cannot heap enough praise on Ivy Wheeler and the defensive adjustment that Brookline made under the guidance of head coach Kendall Jones. And I think Wheeler was actually the last one to score a shot from the field for Brookline off this nice assist from Izzy Wood. And while Wheeler might only have 2 points on the scoreboard, she might just be the most valuable player for Brookline with the way that she has been following Allie Regan like a shadow since midway through the first quarter. Individual point totals as we head into halftime for Framingham. Allie Regan with 7 points, accounting for half of her team's point total. 2 points each from Steffi Regan, Zoe Rabinovitz, and Corey Zeisen. And then 1 point from Brianna Diaz. For Brookline, 4 points each from Jada Kimbrough and Olivia Matarazza. 3 points each from Olivia Zanini and Nefeli Agakic. And 2 points each from Ivy Wheeler and Skylar Makaluski. All right. After a nice performance from the Framingham High dance team, I now would like to remind you during this halftime break that this broadcast is brought to you in part by Esch Dental in Coolidge Corner. Esch Dental's vision is to make your dental appointment an experience to look forward to. Boutique means on-time appointments. Boutique means high tech. Boutique means integrity. Go online to eschdental.com or call 617-566-0103 to find out how you can experience Esch Dental. Once again, that's EASHDENTAL.com or call 617-566-0103. You can find all that information in the description section down below, where you can also find a link to the official Venmo account of the Triple Threat Booster Club, the official booster club of Brookline High Girls Basketball. And you can also find a link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Community Foundation. For over 100 years, the Brookline Community Foundation has been a trusted partner, supporting Brookline by investing in organizations and initiatives that help create opportunity and promote equity for everyone who lives, learns, works, and plays in our community. Among the foundation's many grant programs is the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School, which provides graduating BHS students with scholarships to help fund post-secondary education. Through the first 10 years of the scholarship fund, they have raised about $1.5 million for graduating BHS students, and your help is crucial to supporting these Brookline youth as they embark on the next steps in their educational journeys. Visit brooklinecommunity.org or call 617-566-4442 to learn more about the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School and how you can make a difference right here in Brookline. Once again, brooklinecommunity.org or call 617-566-4442. And once again, you can see all those links and phone numbers in the description section of this video down below. And you can, and also if you know of any other local Brookline businesses or charities that you think would benefit from some extra visibility on these live streams, then I encourage you to get them in touch with me or get me in touch with them, however you would like to do it. As I'm always looking for more ways to, connect with the local community here in Brookline, which is how good this community has been to me and my business. All right, the team is back on the floor for the second half of this high school varsity girls basketball contest out here in Framingham, Massachusetts. The Brookline High Warriors leading the Framingham High Flyers 18-14 as we get a fresh 8 minutes on the clock for the third quarter here. Thank you all again for tuning in tonight. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, happy to bring you live coverage of tonight's game as we begin the second half. Brookline with the opening possession. Jada Kimbrough starting us off for Brookline. Looking around, pass to Olivia Matarazza, kicks out to Nefeli Agakic, runs baseline, floater is good. Exactly how Brookline wanted to start the second half with a bucket. Allie Regan off a screen, runs across half court, looking around, pass inside, Steffi Regan kicks it out to Corey Zeisen, and Zeisen travels. Looking back at that last bucket by Agakic, a nice find by Olivia Matarazza, who again showing her abilities as that fulcrum at the top of the key, and Nefeli Agakic finishing nicely with good touch on that floater. Kimbrough with the ball, surveying her options. Passes up to Izzy Wood. Wood going down low, intercepted by Steffi Regan, but trying to save it in bounds. It was tipped away, recovered by Wood, gives out to Kimbrough. Brookline avoids the turnover there. Kimbrough gets a pass through to Wood. Wood, pass out to Matarazza, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound by Allie Regan. Regan bringing it up, pass across, finds Steffi Regan. Back to Allie Regan, who tries for three, and off the mark, airballs it, and Brookline gets the ball back. Framingham showing press. Matarazza to Agakic. Chucks it up to Skylar Makaluski, who chucks it across half court, right to the waiting hands of Madeline Gorney. Now Steffi Regan walking it up for Framingham. Pass inside, Allie Regan, short jumper, no good. Rebound tipped by Makaluski, picked up by Wood. Wood running the floor, going inside, no good on the lay-in. Matarazza comes flying in for the rebound. It was taken away by Steffi Regan, but she falls out of bounds, and it'll be Brookline ball. Now Agakic looking for the rebound. Gives it out to Kimbrough. Kimbrough trying to knife her way through. Extra pass to Matarazza, who missed the layup. Rebound tips several which ways, and it's chased down by Allie Regan. Brookline's had some bad rim luck with those shots under the rim, as that pass tipped out of bounds by Nefeli Agakic. Olivia Matarazza is among Brookline's leading scorers with 4 points, as Brookline's really spread out their scoring today. But she's had a couple of looks under the rim that just wouldn't go for her. And she's only going to get so many open looks under the rim with the way Framingham, with the way any team is going to try and cover, that close range spot. So she's got to finish when she gets those opportunities. Zoe Rabinovitz with the ball for Framingham, throws it across to Gorney. Gorney to the corner, tipped out of bounds by Wood. Baseline pass, tipped out of bounds by Agakic. Pass intended for Allie Regan, who currently accounts for half of Framingham's points with 7. All 7 of those points, I'm pretty sure, were scored in the first quarter. Inbound, Zeisen missed the shot. Put back from Steffi Regan, no good. Rebound by Agakic. Agakic trying to get out of the trap, gets it away to Wood. Wood races across half court. Ball was picked loose, and a defensive foul called against Zeisen. I think that is her second foul, actually. First team foul. 2 subs coming in for Framingham. Brianna Diaz and Celia Ruddock back in the game, replacing Corey Zeisen and Steffi Regan. Kimbrough holding it at the top. Surveying her options. Kicks it to Agakic on the wing. Agakic goes back up top to Kimbrough, over to Wood. Back up top Kimbrough, quickly around to Agakic. Agakic chucks it across to Wood, who tries for 3. No good. Rebound tipped, chased down Matarazza. Putback was blocked by Allie Regan, recovered by Gorney. Now Allie Regan bringing it up for Framingham. Pass to Rabinovitz, who cuts around, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound Gorney, put back, no good, but a foul is going to be called on Makaluski for the block from behind.
Gorney at the line, shooting 2.
Madeline Gorney, she had 4 total points against Brookline last year, all of them in the second game. Still looking for her first point tonight as she's off on the first free throw. Misses both. Rebound tipped by Rabinovitz, lost out of bounds. They called the foul on Makaluski as she fell down trying to collect it, ended up tripping Rabinovitz. You know, one of those fouls where it's, you know, feels kind of wrong to call a foul on a player for falling over, but when you trip a player, you're going to get called, regardless of whether you fell over yourself or not. Allie Regan runs in, mid-range, no good. Rebound, Gorney tipped away by Agakich. And a fight for the ball between Wood and Ruddick results in a jump ball. Possession arrow to Framingham. No score, or no, just 2 points so far here in the third quarter from both teams as Regan just off on that short-range jumper. Rebound collected by Kimbrough, who's off and running with it. Resets now from the top. Kimbrough dribbling in, knifing through, shot almost went, and that one's going to be tipped out of bounds by Makaluski. I mean, Kimbrough had no right having any kind of opening on that one, but couldn't force that shot to go. Brookline blitzing on defense. The pass gets away to Rabinovitz. Rabinovitz, pass up to Gorney, out to Diaz, who falls, and that's going to get a travel call. 2 subs coming in for Brookline. Olivia Zanini and Ivy Wheeler into the game, replacing Izzy Wood and Skylar Makaluski, as Brookline will get the inbound off the traveling violation. Inbound goes to Zanini. Zanini looking for a pass, trying not to get trapped. Gets the pass away to Agakich, and Agakich travels. We're midway through the third quarter, and aside from the 2 points that Brookline scored on the first possession of the quarter, neither team has scored here in the second half. Rabinovitz at the top, swings it over to Allie Regan. Regan spins, lost the ball, and is called for a travel. Before she even lost the ball, she walked. And Brookline's defensive adjustment to Allie Regan has been something to behold, as they're now working to break the press. Agakich gets cross half court, keeps the ball, steps in, getting trapped, pass away to Zanini. Zanini over to an open Kimbrough. Extra pass to Wheeler. Wheeler fakes, runs in, gets fouled. Ivy Wheeler, who I would consider the defensive MVP of that first half for Brookline, will now go to the line for 2. Off on the first. Misses them both. And they call a lane violation on Framingham, so Wheeler will get to try again. And she missed it again. Free throws have been a tough time for both teams today as this long pass complete to Regan. Regan battling down low and forces through the shot for her first points since the first quarter. Kimbrough being blitzed on the press. She needs to find a passing option, and she wills it across half court. Pass was kicked by the defense, but recovered by Wheeler. Wheeler's pass forced through to Agakic. Gets it up top to Zanini. Over to Kimbrough. Kimbrough back out to Zanini. Over to Agakic. Tries for three. No good. Rebound is going to cause a loose ball foul. That's going to go against Kimbrough. That'll be Brookline's third team foul. Kimbrough's first personal. Brookline covering tight on the inbound. Allie Regan now has space to run. Sets up on the wing, looking for a pass. Swings it over to an open Gorney. Gorney goes to the corner to Steffi Regan. Steffi Regan coming around mid-range, no good. Rebound tipped a couple times and picked up by Rabinovitz. Rabinovitz tries for three and hits it. A big three-pointer from Zoe Rabinovitz, and a 5-0 run by Framingham has them now within one of Brookline, as a foul was just called on Steffi Regan. Brookline with a substitution. Izzy Wood coming in for Jada Kimbrough, and a timeout is being called. Looks like Framingham called the timeout. Both teams with 3 team fouls here in the third quarter, and a quick burst of scoring from Framingham after both teams went scoreless for a large chunk of this third quarter. Again, Brookline hit a layup in the first possession of the third quarter. Since then, they have not been able to score, but their defense was at least holding down the fort against Framingham until these last couple of possessions. And again, it's Allie Regan making things happen, as she's now got 9 points to lead all scorers. And she helped set up that second chance as she was fighting for the rebound, tipped it back to Zoe Rabinovitz, who got that putback three-pointer and now has 5 points. Brookline needs someone to step up on offense so they can try and maintain this lead. So far, nobody on the team has more than 5 points tonight. It's been a very spread effort, very much a whoever can get open should take their shot. But they've got to find a way to create those opportunities again. Wood driving in, pass out, Agakic, extra pass, Wheeler, corner two. No good. Rebound by Allie Regan. Chucks one up for Steffi. Layup is good. And Framingham has their first lead since the second quarter. 21-20. Wood dribbling, knifing her way through. Ball was knocked out of bounds. They say last touched by Wood. Brookline now feeling the heat as Framingham's offense is starting to find form here in the third. Rabinovitz running it up. Picks up her dribble, now pass over to Gorney. Gives back to Steffi Regan, who's now got 4 points. Runs baseline pass, intercepted by Wheeler. Wheeler gives it to Wood. Wood racing it across half court, throws it up to Agakic. Agakic from the corner, floats it over to Wood, to Matarazza, kicks out Wheeler. Wheeler running in, mid-range, no good. Rebound Gorney. Again, shots just not falling for Brookline as Allie Regan throws that one up to Rabinovitz. Rabinovitz steps in, pass Gorney, shot blocked by Matarazza. Recovered Rabinovitz, put back no good. Rebound knocked loose. Ruddick chased it down, tangled up with Wheeler, and that's going to be a foul on Wheeler. It's tough. Brookline has been getting some decent looks at the hoop, but nothing is falling for them. As again, just 2 points this quarter. Inbound to Allie Regan, blocked by Matarazza. Loose ball, chased down by Agakic in the corner. Called for the travel. She was trying to escape the trap in the corner, and they said she fully turned around and moved off her non-pivot foot. Inbound, Allie Regan hits it and one. Allie Regan with 1:17 left in the third quarter becomes the first player to reach double digits tonight. She's got 11 and will go to the line for one more. And hits the and one, make it 12. 24-20, Framingham leads. Zanini weaving through, pass to Wheeler, extra pass, Aga Kitch runs baseline, pass out, intercepted by Regan. Allie Regan running the other way, fast break layup, no good, rebound Matarazza. And Matarazza called for traveling. And I think there was some confusion because both Wheeler and Matarazza put their hands on the ball. I don't think that was the correct call, but it's not my call to make as Framingham will take it back on that turnover. Inbound tipped right back to Wheeler, and a loose ball recovered by Aga Kitch. Aga Kitch running it across half court, pass to Wheeler. Wheeler for three, swish! Big make from Ivy Wheeler. Breaks the scoring streak and cuts the Framingham lead back down to 1. 5 points tonight for Wheeler. Rabinovitz, pass tipped by Aga Kitch, chased down by Gorney. Pass to Rabinovitz, steps in mid-range, no good. Rebound Wheeler. Wheeler running with it, knocked loose, recovered by Regan. Regan goes up and hits the layup. Now Aga Kitch sprinting up with it. Draws the foul and hits it. Are they going to give her the shot? They're not going to give her the shot. Man, couple of tough calls that, again, I'm not sure I agree with, but again, you know, it's not my call to make, it's the officials. 11.1 seconds left in the quarter. Inbound to Zanini, tries for three, no good. Rebound Zyson. So Brookline, due to the foul, loses 2 points, possibly 3, as Allie Regan gets stripped on the attempted buzzer beater by Zanini. And that is how the third quarter will end. Our score at the end of 3, Framingham 26, Brookline 23. Looking at the replay of that questionable call, and I mean, listen, I'm not an official, but from my perspective, I think that should have been an and one. I mean, we saw a similar play take place last Friday night with literally the same player, Nefeli Aga Kitch, and she was given the basket and the and one against Newton North. I'm not sure why she didn't get it here, but she didn't get it. Framingham had a big 10-0 run to go from a 2014 deficit to a 24-20 lead. A huge three from Ivy Wheeler. Cut it back down to a one-score game, but last layup by Allie Regan, who has now got 14 points to lead all scorers after doubling her point total in that quarter alone. During this break between the third and fourth quarter, I remind you this broadcast is brought to you in part by Esch Dental. Does anxiety keep you from seeking the dental care you need? You are not alone. Esch Dental gets it. They get you. Esch Dental in Coolidge Corner offers many options for management of dental anxiety. Go online to eschdental.com or call 617-566-0103 to book your consultation. Once again, eashdental.com or call 617-566-0103. Information in the description section down below. And speaking of anxiety, we are about to start the fourth and final quarter of what has been a tight Bay State Conference contest so far. Izzy Wood has the ball ripped away by Steffi Regan, who goes fast break for the layup. 6 points now for the younger Regan sisters. Zanini running it the other way, gives to Matarazza, who missed on the layup. Tries to put it up again and gets fouled. And again, there's been a few times Matarazza just not able to get the right shot up. But she will go to the line for 2. And hits the first. Brookline trying to stay close on the heels of the Flyers. As she goes 2 for 2 at the line. 28-25. Now the score, Zyson running in, kicks out to Diaz. Diaz coming across the top and double dribbles, but no call as Zyson steps in. Pass almost ripped loose by Zanini, but Ali Regan recovers, throws an extra pass. Shot is going to get a foul call. We've had a few bad calls here in the second half. It's rough out there. As Madeline Gorney will go to the line for 2, third personal foul against Olivia Matarazza. Gorney off on the first free throw. Both teams with 1 team foul so far. And hits the first. Madeline Gorney with her first point tonight as she goes 1 for 2 at the line. Aga Kitch from the top, hands off to Wood. Wood trying to drive in, lost the ball, recovered by Wheeler. Wheeler almost lost her balance, pass out to Wood, out to Zanini. Zanini goes down low, Matarazza, and they call a kickball. They haven't called that all night, and they call that there. I don't understand anymore. I literally don't understand that call. (29-25), the Framingham lead. As I think they're figuring out the shot clock. It doesn't reset. Inbound to the corner to Makaluski. Now given to Kimbrough. Kimbrough looking, goes inside Matarazza, turnaround, looking for where to go. Goes for the jumper and swish. Matarazza looked at every possible option and finally made the jumper there as that ball knocked loose, but Steffi Regan recovers and gets a pass to Gorney. Not called for the walk despite juggling the ball. As Jada Kimbrough evades the steal there, runs in, kicks out Wheeler, corner 3, swish! Huge make for Ivy Wheeler, who's now got 8 points, matching her career high. Allie Regan holding it, kicks out to Diaz. Diaz a deep 3, no good. Rebound by Gorney, put back, no good. Kimbrough recovers the board, running it in transition, sprinting in, pass gets through, Matarazza layup, no good! Rebound recovered by Allie Regan, chucks it up to Steffi. Steffi, the fast break layup is good. The whiffed layups continue to plague Brookline as they had a chance to go up by 1, but instead trailed by 3. Makaluski hands off to Zanini. Zanini fights through, desperate layup, no good, recovers her own rebound, knocked out of bounds by Diaz. A substitution, couple subs checking in, Rabinovitz and Ruddick back in the game for Framingham, replacing Zyson and Gorney. Zanini inbound to Matarazza, quick jumper, no good, in and out. She's had 0 rim luck today as Regan brings it up, chucks it up to Steffi Regan. Pass out, Rabinovitz tries for 3 and hits as Brookline was again looking for a travel call instead. Rabinovitz now with 8 points tonight as the Flyers lead by 6. Kimbrough chucks it up to Reddick as Steffi Regan was knocking that one loose near the half-court line. Diaz swings it around to Rabinovitz, fakes, runs in, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Kimbrough. Kimbrough escapes, running with it in transition, chucks it out to Wheeler. Corner three, no good. Rebound tipped, chased down by Zanini. Throws it out to Makaluski, runs baseline, kicks out to Wheeler. Wheeler running in, floater, no good, but draws the foul. It's been a quarter of frustrations for Brookline, but the Warriors still with a chance here with 4.5 to go. Wheeler hits the first of two and has a new career high with 9 points. Her previous career high of 8 was set during the holiday tournament. Now putting on a strong performance here against Framingham. Off on the second, rebound Rabinovitz. Rabinovitz gives to Diaz. Back to Rabinovitz. Steps in, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound tipped, won by Regan. Passes out to Steffi Regan. Up top to Diaz, over to Rabinovitz, tries for three, no good. Rebound by Ruddick, putback is good. Celia Ruddick with her first points of the night, 38-31 now the score. Kimbrough sees a lane, drives in, shot no good. Rebound is going to be a jump ball. And possession arrow to Framingham. Rabinovitz walking up with it. Swings it over to Steffi Regan, runs in, kicks out Ruddick, mid-range, hits it. Celia Ruddick coming up big in the fourth quarter for Framingham. She's got 4. Aga Kitch off a screen. Nowhere to go, swings it across to Kimbrough. Kimbrough gives to Wheeler. Dribbles around the top and is fouled by Steffi Regan. Brookline now trailing by 9. This is the biggest lead either team has had so far today. Inbound goes to Kimbrough. Now gives to Wheeler. Inside Matarazza, tipped away by Steffi Regan, recovered by Rabinovitz. Rabinovitz walks it up. Pass to Diaz. Diaz swings it back over to Rabinovitz. Inside Ali Regan, outside Diaz. Diaz tries for three and hits. Brianna Diaz gives Framingham the double-digit lead with her first made shot from the field. She's got 4 tonight, and Brookline calls timeout with 2:57 to go. Framingham's shooters have really come to life here down the stretch in this one. You know, there may have been some questionable calls that helped give Framingham a burst of momentum here. But, you know, even when those calls go your way, you have to be able to take advantage of that momentum and make your shots. And give credit to Framingham. They're making their shots, and it's everybody hitting their shots. You know, it's not just Ali Regan, Steffi Regan, Zoe Rabinovitz, and now even Celia Ruddick and Brianna Diaz, as well as Madeline Gorney. They've all been chipping in what has been a pretty spread out scoring effort here in the fourth, as they now lead Brookline 43-31. Meanwhile, for Brookline, and again, this has been a common theme through a lot of games, which is that they're able to get some decent looks, but sometimes those decent looks just don't fall. Like they just don't have the rim luck, or they just don't have the touch on those shots to make them fall, and it's been cursing them in a lot of games so far. Kimbrough out of the timeout gives it to Agakic. Agakic back to Kimbrough at the top. Looking back to Agakic. Agakic from the wing looks inside, tipped out of bounds by the Framingham defenders. 11 seconds on the shot clock here for Brookline. Agakic, quick inbound. Makaluski thought about the shot, steps in, and draws a foul. That foul is going to be on Celia Ruddick, third personal, fourth team foul. So any fouls against Framingham are now going to send Brookline to the line. And in and out on the first free throw. And misses them both. And that one tipped out of bounds by Framingham. It'll be Brookline ball, as Brookline has had a lot of misfortune at the charity stripe today. It's left a lot of points on the board. Wheeler inbound, knocked away by Ruddick, or no, they're going to call a foul on Ruddick, and that's going to send Matarazza to the line for two. Matarazza with a chance to become the first Brookline player to reach double digits tonight. She's got 8 points and is going to the line for 2 bonus free throws. Short on the first. Sub coming in for Framingham, Madeline Gorney replacing Celia Ruddick, as Ruddick just committed her 4th personal foul. Matarazzo 1 for 2 at the line. She's got 9. Allie Regan dribbling with it. Gives to Rabinovitz. Rabinovitz getting trapped and gets the pass away. But before there was a timeout called by Framingham. It's an 11-point lead currently for Framingham with 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go. And Brookline would need a really big burst of scoring if they wanted to get this one. We got some notes in the live chat from Elliot Schickler of Patch.com updating us on the boys basketball game that was played in Brookline earlier today. The Brookline boys defeated Framingham 92-68. Erin Viola was the top Warriors scorer with 18 points, including 3 buckets from downtown. And Elliot also adding another note on this game. Whether Brookline wins or loses tonight, it's clear that the team has improved since last year, and I couldn't agree more, Elliot. Brookline, especially defensively, has put up a strong showing against Framingham tonight, even if their offense is still struggling. You know, and certainly Framingham feeling the loss of Caroline Galvani to graduation. But you know what? Brookline is making things happen on defense, even if Framingham has really rediscovered their rhythm here in the 4th. Ali Regan walking it up, passes away to Diaz in the corner. Diaz hands off to Ali Regan, swings it across to the other corner to Rabinovitz. Up top, Steffi Regan. To her right, hands off, Rabinovitz. Rabinovitz goes up top, Diaz. Diaz hands off, Ali Regan for 3, no good. Rebounded by Agakic. Agakic bringing it up, swings over to Kimbrough. Extra pass, running baseline is Wheeler, lost the ball. Matarazza blocked, put back, no good. And they go to the floor for the rebound. It'll be a jump ball possession arrow to Brookline. Ivy Wheeler has shown a lot of hustle tonight as she gets her mitts on that loose ball. Minute 35 to go. Brookline still trailing by double figures. They need a bucket and fast. Thrown to the corner. Makaluski running baseline and walks. She was looking to throw it to the opposite corner, but Aga Kitch cut out to the wing, and so Makaluski couldn't throw the pass, and she ended up walking. Pass up to Rabinovitz. Out to Allie Regan. To the corner. Running baseline. Steffi Regan gives out to Gorney, and Gorney hits the layup. Madeline Gorney now with 5 points as Kimbrough sprinting up with it, forcing her way through. Layup is good. Jada Kimbrough with the first made shot from the field for Brookline in a good bit as Allie Regan throws that up to Rabinovitz. Extra pass. Gorney misses the lay-in. Rebound Makaluski. 50 seconds to go in the game. Makaluski off a screen, waving around, going inside. Layup is good. 9-point difference with 38 seconds. Stolen by Aga Kitch. Throws out to Wheeler. They got to hit a 3-ball. Wheeler goes in, hits the layup. 3 quick buckets for Brookline. 2 points for Jada Kimbrough, gets her up to 6. 2 points for Skylar Makaluski, gets her up to 4. And 2 points for Ivy Wheeler, makes her the first double-digit scorer of the night for Brookline as she reaches 11 points. Her first career double-digit scoring effort. Brookline is still trailing by 3 baskets, however. And if they want to make it in 3 baskets, they still need at least 1 3-pointer. I mean, give them a ton of credit. They're not backing down here. They are hustling and finding some baskets here at the end. But Framingham has been finding some buckets of their own to stay ahead. And Brookline doesn't have anywhere near enough fouls to send the Flyers to the line. Less than 30 seconds to go. Brookline going to try and steal the inbound. Rabinovitz inbounds to Regan, who gets fouled. That's going to be on Wheeler. Her 4th personal second team foul. Like I said, a lot of fouls separate Brookline from the bonus free throws. As this one floated into open space, taken by Kimbrough. Kimbrough throws it out to Makaluski, tries for 3, gets fouled, and no call! Kimbrough on the putback, no good! And a jump ball call. Makaluski got karate chopped and still no foul call. That was wild, as Framingham will get the possession off the jump ball. Inbound gets to Regan, and Makaluski touches Regan about half as much as she was touched on that attempted 3-point shot. I'm sorry, folks. I'm usually not this bitter, but man, that was a rough one. Inbound gets to Steffi Regan, who gets fouled by Matarazza. So 1 more foul will be bonus free throws. They're still inbounding at this point. 4th personal on Matarazza, 4th team foul. They'll get the inbound along the sideline now because Framingham had made it far enough. Brookline looking to make a substitution as Zanini will come in for Wheeler. Inbound to Regan, foul on Zanini, and Regan will now go to the line for the bonus free throws. Hits the first of two. 15 points now for Allie Regan. And she hits them both. 16 points now for the senior captain as Brookline's sprinting up with it. In the last seconds, ball is stolen. Steffi Regan running the floor with it and is just going to hold on as this will take the last seconds off the clock, and that will be your ball game. The final score here in Framingham, the Framingham High Flyers 47, the Brookline High Warriors 38. A tough loss to be sure, but the fact that Brookline was able to make it such a tough loss, able to make it so close, you know, I think there's a lot of credit to go around. You know, defensively, Brookline played so strong. Again, I give a world of credit to Ivy Wheeler for the job she did covering Allie Regan in the second quarter of that game. But they just couldn't hold off Framingham long enough, and their shots just wouldn't fall for them in the critical moments. And, you know, like I said, folks, you know me. I usually don't go in on the officiating, and even tonight, while this did feel like the most frustrated I've ever been with the officials, I will still maintain my overall philosophy that you have to respect that it's the ref's job to make the calls. These guys do a thankless job for little pay, and, you know, if we don't respect them and enough of them just end up and leaving because of it, then we can't have these games. So I always maintain, respect the refs. They're looking at it from a different view from what we are, and they're making the best calls they can. I still didn't like a lot of calls tonight, but I will respect always that it is the refs' call to make. And that's all I'm going to say about that, jumping off my soapbox now. Final individual point totals. For Brookline, Ivy Wheeler with a new career high 11 points tonight. Olivia Matarazzo with 9. Jada Kimbrough with 6. Nefeli Agakich with 5. Skylar Makaluski with 4. Olivia Zanini with 3. For Framingham, Allie Regan led all scorers with 16 points despite being held scoreless for a long stretch that allowed Brookline to take the lead going into halftime. She still found a way to find her rhythm late in that game and score 9 second-half points and was big as a leader for Framingham. Steffi Regan and Zoe Rabinovitz with 8 points each. Madeline Gorney with 5 points. Brianna Diaz and Celia Ruddick with 4 points each. And Corey Zason with 2 points. You know, and give Framingham credit. They graduated 2 captains last year, Caroline Galvani and Nina Edwards. And one of their captains, Grace Hanna, didn't play tonight. I'm not sure if she's injured or something. So a lot of leadership from both last year and this year missing for Framingham. They still found a way to get it done against a scrappy Brookline squad. But give Brookline a lot of credit for the scrappy play they brought tonight to make this such a tight contest. Thanks again to Esh Dental for sponsoring this broadcast. Esh Dental, located right in Coolidge Corner. Book your next dental appointment with local dentist and BHS Sports parent, Dr. Brandon Esh, for the non-corporate personalized dentistry our community deserves. Call 617-566-0103 or go online to eshdental.com to find out more and book your appointment. Once again, 617-566-0103 or go online to eashdental.com. And once again, you can find all that information in the description section down below, where you can also find a link to the official Venmo account of the Triple Threat Booster Club, the official booster club of Brookline High girls basketball. You can also find a link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Community Foundation. If you know of any local businesses or charities that you think would benefit from some extra visibility on these streams, I encourage you to get them in touch with me. And you can also find some links related to me further down in the description section or in the bottom right corner of your screen. My personal website, jessesports.com, where you can find out more about me, the freelance sports broadcasting services that I provide to various teams, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team. Or you can skip past all that and email me directly with any questions, requests, or comments you may have. And don't forget to follow me on social media on Instagram and Facebook, where I post highlights from previous live streams. But for this live stream, that's going to do it. Framingham 47, Brookline 38. From Framingham High School in Framingham, Massachusetts, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.